Yeah, so my RTX 3080 bit the dust. I sent it out to be fixed, but while I wait, I still have to use my computer. I still have to do my online class. I still have to work on videos. So I decide to get for just under 300 bucks the Intel Arc A770. It is a very good GPU for video production, general use, and it can even play some games. I will show you the games that I've played on it, and we'll see if it might be a good GPU for you. Just be aware that if you want to play games, I'm probably going to talk about some games that you may not play. I can't test Fortnite if I don't play it, and whatever the hell you people play now. Roller Coaster Tycoon, specifically with the mod OpenRCT2, is one of my favorites. Well, the game works. It opens. Everything works. There's not much to say about that. That said, if you like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but you never tried OpenRCT2, I highly recommend checking it out. It makes the games work on modern Windows, Mac, and Linux. It increases the size of the maps, sprites, it adds more content, higher resolution, widescreen, it even adds multiplayer. Check out videos from Marcel Voss. He has tons of content on OpenRCT2. This is not a demanding game, but it's good to know that this game still works. The mod does add complexity. Look at all those guests. Just look at them. There's over 20,000 people here. Man, it would be a shame if they all got locked into small areas without the freedom to leave. What a shame that would be, to be stuck forever until the roller coaster gods determine you no longer deserve to live. It's a shame, but what can I say? The roller coaster gods act mysterious ways. Do you want to please the gods? Then you must present a sacrifice. Ah, how convenient. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Oh heavens. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh hey look, the sacrifice has a buddy. He's chilling. Oh, and he's got some pizza too. I bet it's good. Rise of Nations, a game from 2003. Really pushing the boundaries, aren't we? Look, this GPU came out in 2022, and it's able to play games from just about 2 decades earlier. That's good to know. Arc struggled with this in the early days, but now it seems to be okay. Yeah, it opens, it plays, no problems. Look at this, I'm a terrible person, okay? I squeeze my opponent into one small portion of the map and I surround them. Look at this guy. He has 2 cities. I have armies, navy, planes, and nukes at the ready. Just for fun. I'll give him time to build up to try to do something. Just to nuke him later. Yeah, it's not fair, but again, I'm a terrible person. The Master Chief Collection is another favorite of mine. Halo 1 and 2 are the ones I main the most, and both of them play great. I do get this stutter when I switch between the original graphics and Anniversary, but that also happened on my 3080 as well, so I guess that's just normal? Or there's something else in my system that's causing a bottleneck, I guess. Halo 3 is rock solid, and apparently Halo 4 isn't installed. I tried to load a Halo 4 map in multiplayer, and it got a crash. When it went to go to the campaign, it says it wasn't installed. Oops. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Now this is one of my favorite games ever. And unfortunately, this is what I see. Black screens or gray screen. Just the HUD, menus, and emptiness. Current save, old saves, new characters. It doesn't change anything. However, when I look up other people's experiences with Oblivion on Arc, no one seems to have this issue. I had to disable the game's HDR in the Oblivion launcher, but once it's disabled, it runs without a hitch. Oblivion's one of my go-to games. If this one didn't run, I would be devastated. I would be so upset knowing I wouldn't have any other way to play Oblivion, besides on the 360, and the PS3, and the Series X, and cloud streaming, and just running off the processor's iGPU. Right. Okay. Civilization 4. Now look, I'm not trying to spend 20 hours on a single match here, okay? The game opens, it loads, I can do a map, I can launch the tutorial, I could do whatever. It works, it plays, not a single issue. Since we're talking Civ, let's go to Civ 6. Yep, works just fine. No issues, no issues. Every game has been fine. So let's throw something a little different out there, something random.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joltsy. Boom shakalaka!
Super Anthony's Joltsy. This is an indie puzzle game from Super Anthony. He's actually a bud of mine, and I bought the game to support him. It's a one-man team, and I wasn't sure if this was going to work, but it does. It just works. This is a fun puzzle game from an indie dev. Support your indie devs.
Top down. You beat your high score.
If you haven't played Fallout 76, you really are missing out. It's come so far since launch. It's legit my favorite Fallout experience today. It runs like a champ on Arc. If you decide to hop in, you may want to spend some time with the shadow and grass details as well as view distances. The game brings a lot of systems to their knees if you just crank everything. I can play on mostly high at 4K with 60 frames per second. There are some frame rate jumps, but that's just the nature of the game. The footage doesn't look quite as smooth as it does when I'm actually playing. That is most likely just an OBS setting I have to take a look at. Trust me, I'm hitting 60 frames in-game, even if the footage doesn't look it. There are some frame rate jumps, but that's just the nature of Fallout 76. If anything, I feel like the game is actually a little bit smoother on the Arc than my old 3080. The 3080 had higher frame rates. I think it had bigger frame drops. I would test my old graphics card, but again, it's deader than my hopes and dreams. Forza 8. This is the one that's been giving me the most issues. The game has no issues running, it just struggles to hit 4K 60. I get between 42 and 52 frames per second on average. There is FSR, I can always play with settings, and drop the resolution. I could always try their dynamic settings as well. A few years ago, the idea of a GPU that's $300 that'd be able to play modern games in 4K or close to it at or around 60 frames per second would have been lunacy. We really have come a far way. Last few games, rapid fire. Jade Empire, yep, works. Knights of the Old Republic 2, works.
So it would seem.
Rocket League, of course, no problem. SimCity 3000, it's fine. They've come a far way in just 2 years. Mind you, Nvidia and AMD have been making graphics cards for, what, 30 years now? Intel's been doing it for 2. The fact they're competitive at all is awesome, and they should be commended. We should all be ecstatic for a legitimate third choice in GPUs. If you need the best gaming performance above anything else, you still want to get Nvidia or AMD. They're still the best. But if you ask me, I'm going to be paying attention to what Battlemage has to bring. Are you interested in me making more content about Intel Arc in the future? If so, give a thumbs up. If you don't give a crap, thumbs down. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.